Under the Silver Tree. It's the next Oak Island on History Channel. Join Gary. Oh wait, it can't be the next Oak Island series. I actually made money here. Good morning, guys. Unfrequented World, packing up, ready to go metal detecting. This guy's got silver fever, baby. We're going back to the fields, and I have confirmed those 100% are silver nuggets that I found in the last video. And dendritic, probably you can see all the little marks on there. Raw specimen silver, worth a lot more than I thought they were. Actually, we have a guy who runs another channel from Cobalt. He posted in the last comments, those specimen samples could be worth $80 to $150 a piece. And I found 4 of them, so we're going back today. Gage says he wants to make a snowman, but I'm trying to talk him into going metal detecting instead. Right, buddy? May 7th and snowstorm. Yeah, I can believe it. Every couple of days this year it seems to be snowing up here, so it's really not a surprise at this point. Not gonna lie, it's cold. We're in the middle of a field. Where did you find that? I'll give it to you. You're good at finding stuff. Just not the stuff I want you to find. We're supposed to be working on silver today. Does that look like silver to you? And we need to do some training, I think. So we're starting off here under the tree where I found the 4 pieces of silver, and I just found this little round brass, I don't know what it is. It was pointed out to me in the comments from the last video, and rightfully so. Those 2 clasp pieces I found look like they were for a cloth bag or a belt or something. It probably wasn't a box that was buried here, even though I did find a few little nails. It was probably a sack or a pouch of some kind clasped with those brass, nice intricate leaf design on there. And I don't know what this thing is. Definitely there are still signals here in the hole. I'm going to crank up the sensitivity. We're going to go deeper. Maybe there's one more piece of silver here. I don't know. We're going to start here. I don't know what that is. I suspected some kind of rivet maybe for a bag. I don't know. It's perfectly round and it's old. I love me good mystery, and I'm going to figure this one out. And I don't know, 1.5 feet to the right of the silver hole, I just dug this old iron hook thing. I thought maybe like rototill or something, but it doesn't, it's not the right shape, but that's kind of what it looks like an old hook. I don't know. Heavy, old, rusted iron. Okay, silver training's working here. He says it's over there another foot. Maybe I'm not in the right place. Is there silver down there, Gage? Hey? Yeah? Okay, I'm moving over then. We'll move over. I'm gonna dig every signal until there's nothing left under this tree to see if I can figure out what was going on here. I don't know. Well, that looks like a big old square nail. And there's 2 pieces of china. I almost had to dig to China to get those. Down there probably, I don't know, 14 inches. Beside that square nail. Another round something, but this one I figured out what it is. It's the primer off of a shell. The inside part of a shell casing where the striker hits the top and ignites the gunpowder and sets the shell off. So that's what that is. And there's another little tiny nail. That's got to be the 8th one I've pulled out of this hole. So that's why I was thinking it was a box the other day, and there just wasn't anything left of the box. I don't know what. I'm back in the bottom of the silver hole here right now, and I think there's more of these in there. Look at the size of that root. That is a good 7, 8 inches, 8 inches around. And look what I just pulled out from underneath it. That is making the detector go off 2122. That does not look anything like the pieces I found the other day. What the hell? And that is, there is where I got all the silver from the other day. That's 2.5 feet away in behind. What is going on here? Is that silver? Let's clean it up. Let's brush it down. Let's get it wet. So I've put the piece down there on the ground. And I'll show you guys what it's ringing up at here. 1920. Woo! There it is! There is a silver nugget in there. My hand is shaking. Look at this. Is the weirdest chunk of... There's the silver nugget right there. I don't know. Look at this. Look at this. That is one crazy piece of silver. Woo! Look at that. Look at that. I knew I wasn't crazy to come back to the old silver tree. That's what I'm going to start calling this thing. I would have to question whether this was natural at this point if I wasn't finding all this other man-made stuff in this hole here or thereabouts. I don't know what to make of this. There is no silver around here, guys, so it had to have been brought here. It has to be somebody's stash. I don't know. I'm not going to think about it. I'm going back to digging. There's our root friend right there, guys. Check this out. I think there's more in there. That was under the root. That is definitely man-made something. What is it? Well, this little iron nodule was also under the tree root. I mean, this stuff almost looks melted, which is the first thing Stan said when I showed him the silver samples from yesterday. I don't know what's going on here, guys. That looks melted almost around it, too. The backside looks irony. I don't know. I was going to lie and say I'm not a geologist, but half my degree was in geology. I'm just not very good at it. So what is going on here? Dare I say meteorite? That would be worth a lot more money. That's the angle I'm going to go with. Okay, so although I like the meteorite theory, which would mean a lot more money, in the article it actually stated that these guys started refining the silver before they shipped it to Toronto. So is that what they were doing right here? There's a ton of nails and other things that we found in the same hole or within 2 feet here. Too much human stuff to say that this is just a natural find. So were they refining the silver here, and this is just some silver slag runoff or pieces that they dropped and didn't find? I don't know, but I'm not done looking yet. It's below zero. You're nuts. What are you doing? Don't you dare shake beside me. Go away. It's gotten really cold and windy down here. I'm going to move into the field and look for old coins, try to get out of this wind maybe. I don't know, it's still in the field, so it's going to be really cold up there, but I can't take any more of this right down here at the water's edge. It's just too cold. There's an old Dominion 12 gauge, and you can see it was a paper shell. There's part of the shell is still there. That'd be 1930s probably. Out in the coin field, maybe we got a coin here. Not a coin, an old flat piece of lead. Down there a foot. An old tap of some kind, if I'm not mistaken. John would tell you that's an anal plug, but I think he's wrong. Could be either, I guess. Solid 20 here. Hopefully, we got a large cent somewhere. Hopefully. Maybe not. Maybe it's a nail. Oh, no. There it is. Largie. Usually the solid 20s don't lie with the Knox. Nice. Let's clean that off and have a look for a date. 1914. First Largie of the year. I earned that one. It is friggin' cold out here, guys. I'm not giving up yet. Oh, my second favorite thing to dig. Harmonica reed. Look at that. Another old knife. That one's down there over a foot. And I don't know if that's ivory or bone handled. It's white. That's going to be an old one. Let's brush that off and take a look. Well, look at that. I was hoping for a carving or initials or something. Nothing. It's plain. But that's an old one. Early 1900s. Some more equestrian, silver-plated horse tack. We found a whole bunch of this stuff in this field, and I just had a thought. Could these guys have been silver plating their own stuff? I don't know. Maybe that's a crazy thought. They had money here, that's for sure. That's about the 6th or 7th buckle, silver-plated buckle we've pulled out of this field. That's an odd-shaped one. Just to note, I don't know. Well, I don't know what it is. It was something. It's got a handle and a pointy end. That's all I can tell you. Good boy. Finally, your stealing ways. I lost that glove last time I was here with Stan. Hey, it's not for you. Thank you for bringing it back. I'll give you a treat later. He found it somewhere. Thanks, buddy. Well, the old handle off of a spoon. That's an old one too. Well, I don't know what it is. A turnkey of some kind, from the look of it. What was that for? Oh, another old one. Here's something you don't find a lot of. We find a ton of spoons. You don't find a lot of forks. Look at this. This is old. So I cleaned it off so I could show you guys. Look at the tines on this thing. Like little daggers. This thing is like a weapon. That is an old fork. And look how long the fork portion is. It's like 2 inches long. This was back in the day before they had utensils figured out. I'm going to keep that. That's pretty rare to find an old fork like that. I find lots of spoons, the odd knife. Rarely do you ever find the old fork. Pretty sure it's silver anyway. Was ringing up 31 and I thought it was going to be an old belt buckle. Here it is, still in the soil here. I think it's got ribbing on the outside, so a quarter maybe. Oh, it's an Edward? Yeah, it's old. That is old, folks. It's white. Almost white. Oh, I don't want to rub that. I'm going to get the water out and let's clean it off. Edward the 7th, Canada quarter, 1908. Yeah, look at that. Who's having a day now? This guy. Pretty wiped, both sides. Not in the greatest shape. But I'll take it. Alright guys, 4 hours of detecting done. What an amazing day. I can't beat ending on an old silver coin, so that's where we're going to stop. I'll do a quick roundup when we get back to the car. Here's your roundup, guys. It's going to be quick. Pouch full of junk and the good stuff. We got the old 1914 large cent, the 1908 silver quarter, and if we can believe anything that Cobalt Adventures tells us, these silver pieces could be anywhere from $80 to $150 a piece as samples. This one's weird. I don't know what to say. It's like got iron in there. It's got... yeah, but that part right there is definitely silver. Goes right through here. The old knife, unfortunately, no initials or any carving or anything. And the really cool old fork / weapon. An amazing day. All right, guys, thanks for joining Gage and I today. It's actually a shame to leave right now. It's kind of warm and the sun came out, but this guy is done. I have work to do, so stay tuned. We will be out again at some point later this week. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hey, it's my song.